This is Josh Sigurdsson of World Alternative Media. On September 16, 2015, downtown Winnipeg Biz hosted a debate for Winnipeg Centre Candidates. Pat Martin, the incumbent Winnipeg Centre MP of 18 years, did some pretty strange stuff. After Don Woodstock, the Green Party candidate, said something Mr. Martin disagreed with, Pat called him a son of a bitch.
Shots at me, but you're taking shots at my staff now, some of who are in this room. 10,000 people we've helped with immigration cases in 18 years. Over time, wait a minute, I have the floor. You're insulting my staff who work diligently to help people that walk into my office on a regular basis and have done. They have a reputation second to none to providing service to people in this community. You've lived here, what, 4 years in Winnipeg Centre? Well, you maybe look into it a little bit before you make insult my staff.
And like I said, how many? I said you have a staff that does it. See, you answered correctly. And to the staff, good on you guys. Good on you, good job. Good on you, good job.
Then the second the CBC camera cut, Mr. Martin then called Don Woodstock a fucking prick while elbowing him in the side.
We're on to the last formal question, and then we're going to open it up to the floor. So this last question, I'm going to just turn back and...
It didn't stop there though. After Pat Martin stepped off stage as the debate closed, a First Nations woman went to ask him about Shoal Lake 40 First Nation, which has been on a boil water advisory for 17 years. Pat must have felt claustrophobic because he yelled "hey" at the woman and shoved her to the side, according to most witnesses present. This resulted in an argument in front of the CBC news camera.
You pushed me and I didn't appreciate that. That was really disrespectful. You just did. I was just trying to talk to you there and you just shoved me.
That's not true. I was following her.
And I was waiting.
Listen, I have great respect for you. I carry the feather that was awarded to me by the Assembly of First Nations. I have great respect for you and the oral culture
and
that you say you
taking
present.
away the penny made my poverty worse.
Pat Martin had promised before the debate to do an interview with me, but then walked away saying he was done and swearing viciously. We followed him through the building while Pat argued with an NDP supporter who lost faith in Mr. Martin watching his conduct.
Mr. Martin, you said that you'd answer a question and you...
I have to take it out. Have you been in my office? Yes, I have. I've been there for 20 years. In your office. Well, I have been in your office.
I just...
And with all concerning immigrants.
We deal with immigrants a lot.
Yes,
also,
exactly.
pension, disability, pensions,
what about citizens that live in this variety?
CPP, we deal with casework.
I'm a supporter of Thomas Mulcair, but I would never vote for you for MP because you are totally inaccessible in this riding.
Sir, you told me that you'd... Sir, you told me that you'd talk to me.
Wait. This is the right time because we got cameras here and everything is all pretty.
Yeah, but
Give a little bit of respect here.
And okay. Yeah.
Which hospital?
Well, I'm not. I put it over $400.
That's your personal recording? Oh, yeah. I'm with World Alternative Media.
No, please.
Sir, you told us that you'd talk with us. Please don't touch me. Thank you. Mr. Martin, you said that you would talk to us. Are you going back on your promise like you've done so many times in politics?
We then spoke to Don Woodstock about what had previously occurred.
Don, when you made a little political jab at Pat Martin, what did he do back to you?
It wasn't even a political job. It was a personal question that I asked him to answer, which was, when was the last time himself, Pat Martin, has helped someone with addiction, or helped somebody get through counseling or get through any of that? And he said his staff. But then I came back to him and said, but Pat, you didn't answer the question. When was the last time you personally, for 28 years your office is there, and you tell me 18 years you're the MP, when was the last time you? And the guy looked at me and called me up, asshole.
Yeah, and I was standing right there.
Like, what
and
are you doing?
I
Calling
will,
me and you know what I
I
mean?
will vouch for
I mean,
Don Woodstock on this.
Yeah.
I saw him calling him a fucking prick and
Yeah.
elbowing him in the
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
Now, wait a second. This is a politician, and politicians are supposed to be public servants, and they're acting like they're above the law, and they're acting as if they're better than everybody, which is a huge part of the political problem in Canada, that politicians believe they're better than the people that elected them.
And that's why he canceled all of the debates. He doesn't want to face me in the debates because I'm going to ask him questions that he's going to be very uncomfortable with, because the guy don't live here.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
doesn't live here, period, end of story. And if he had lived here, you'd have seen the problems. You'd have seen the issues. He'd be able to address them. But he can't address them.
Yeah.
So he depends on his staff, paid people to do his work, while he goes off and pretend like he's the cat's meow.
Yeah, and of course we went after him after, because he did promise to do an interview with us. He took off, he's shoving people aside, yelling at us, and refusing to do the interview that he did, in fact, promise to do with me.
Yeah, but he won't do that interview because
No.
he has no sense of what's happening in this community.
He's very hard to get a hold of for any average Joe living in Winnipeg.
Oh man, his office closed at 4 o'clock. My office for the next month is going to be open from 10 a.m. till 9 p.m.
Yeah.
7 days a week, 6 days a week, and on Sunday and holidays from 12 noon till 6, because
Yeah.
the people want somebody they can connect with,
Sure.
talk to.
Yeah, absolutely.
The guy
Well,
don't want to talk to nobody because he gets his hardcore votes from the NDP. And I've told people, anybody that votes for NDP in this riding is condemning the people who are on social assistance for the last how many years, condemning the people who have to do, who needs housing, because it hasn't changed in 18 years.
Yeah.
It's gotten worse.
Well, another crazy day. This is Josh Sigurdsson signing out from World Alternative Media.